Hello, Tinnitus Warriors. I guess the last couple of days I didn't make a video, and I've just been very busy trying to do some work, which is good. Um, but sometimes people ask me, is everything just okay now, or do you still have problems? Well, of course I do. Yeah, I think everyone will have some problems sometimes, and what I mean by that is just they'll you'll I still have days where the tinnitus kind of bothers me. I had a little clicking in my ear when I was running, and it bothered me, and I went to the doctor and had my ear checked. He felt that my ear looked healthy. If I want to, I can go get like a more detailed analysis, I believe like an MRI. But despite all that, part of the theme of my videos is about learning to cope with tinnitus. And that doesn't mean that we shouldn't get looked at. It doesn't mean that we won't sometimes have problems, sometimes out of our control. But what we can do is learn to deal with the tinnitus and learn to say, you know what, I hear the sound, but I'm okay. And, no one in all their life is going to be able to avoid having some problems with their health or their ears. It's normal in the course of living life that we're going to have some problems sometimes. But what is also normal is that we can learn to adapt. And a huge majority of people, regardless of their problem, whether that be something more serious or not, we can learn to adapt and learn to just tune out the stuff that we don't need and return to working on what we do want to, so we can feel like we are getting something out of our life, that we're doing things that are worthwhile. And sometimes when you've been through a hard time, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's hard to say, you know what, there actually are some really cool things I can still do in my life. And this tinnitus, I can forget about it for a little while and do some other great things. So, start to set your sights now. If you can just start thinking about some things you'd like to see happen in the future. Like for me, I've studied Chinese for 8 years, and I've never been to China or Taiwan, so I'm setting my sights on going there because I think that would be really a great way to bring together what I've worked on so much. And I've also got some business things that I've been working on, and I've kind of put some things out there, some irons in the fire, that I know some of them are going to blossom and make more money. So I'm working toward those goals, and I can always do something small. Sometimes it's just a small thing. If you just do a little bit, it moves the ball forward. Like before when I was studying Chinese, I would take lessons sometimes, but I wouldn't do any homework. So, and I felt like I'm not taking it very seriously. So, I decided today, you know what, I'm going to write a few paragraphs in Chinese, even though sometimes I'd rather just write in English because it's easier. I went ahead and did something that's a little bit more challenging, and now I feel good. Wow, I did it. Sometimes we can get a lot of gratification by just taking some small step in the right direction. So, do you need to go out and exercise because you haven't exercised? Is there something you could study because you haven't studied? Maybe you haven't just let yourself lay back and watch TV. So maybe you can watch a TV show. Maybe get into a new series. Maybe what else? What else could you be doing? Maybe there's someone you haven't called in a long time and you've been wanting to call them. Maybe there's a bill you haven't paid, and you can at least make a small payment, and they'll make you feel a little bit better. Whatever it is. Maybe there's something that will earn you more money, and you haven't tried to do it, but maybe you could try now. Just start putting some ideas out there that will lead to something, and then take small steps toward that. And then, see, this gets our thinking going in that direction, and hopefully leaving behind this tinnitus a little bit more. But yeah, like I say at the beginning of the video, like I said, sometimes I'll have a day where it's just like it's bothering me a little bit. But mostly, I'm much better now, and I just got to keep doing the work that helps me to stay that way, So, okay, that's my video for today. I hope it helps you. I'm just some guy with tinnitus, and I don't claim to know everything or claim that I'm doing everything perfectly, so I welcome your ideas too.